Trying to reconnect. This thing doesn't work on this side. Delete, delete. You guys get to watch me do troubleshooting. That's a very important part of the class. That's why there's no Wi-Fi. Got it. Okay. So seeing as how we're going to redo this anyways, let's add on to your warm-up today. What are you doing? You're doing double side. She's doing it anyways.
That's what you wanted to do?
Yeah, actually, I was going to do the double hip escape and the double break fall. So things that we can do over time when we're doing our warm-ups for the class, forever and ever and ever in the fundamentals class, you will do forward rolls, break falls, standing in base. Backwards rolls, break falls, standing in base, hip escapes. Those 3 set lists. Cool. Now, if we have a little bit of extra time on our hands, I like to throw in extra warm-ups for the students. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to do a double break fall. So when you do your forward rolls, we would do another 7 of these. As I do this motion, I break fall, I break fall. Okay? So it's getting used to both sides and changing my hips and my frame before I start to come up. Okay? So do me a favor. Look at that, sport jiu-jitsu. Look at me go. All right, forward roll, break fall, double break fall. You got this. And, stand base. That's not hard at all. Good for you. Cool. All right. Now, after that, double hip escapes. So, when I say hip escape, we have our hip escape where we're moving across the mat. But there is also a variation of us sitting up. So, once we've sat up, from here, I'm not going to scoot back in a straight line for anything. You guys need to get into the habit of going offline constantly. So 1, 2, 1, 2. There's a wall in my way. 1, 2. Wall. Okay. So instead of scooting in a straight line back, I want you to build a frame when you come up. Scoot twice, switch. Scoot twice, switch. Yes. Yes, switch. Good. 1, 2, switch. 1, 2, switch. 1, 2, stone. How's your base?
It's a big shit.
It's a big shit. So another thing when you start to play with this, when we do our double hip escapes, it is not going to be freeze. That's my base. Oh, shit. That's my base. Freeze. I come up. That's my base. Solid. 1, 2. Switch sides. 1, 2. How's my base? Solid. Okay? Yeah, I know, right? So try again. What are you doing? Go that way. What's this? There's a whole bunch of mats. Want me.
You're a
Scoot, scoot.
Yeah.
Scoot, scoot. Like the letter Z. Yes. Freeze. How's your base?
I think it's good.
I think it's not.
Stay
where you are. No, stay where you are. How you feel? Hey, flutter. Try again. We can try again and again and again and again until one day you don't suck. Not just you. I was talking to the camera. I guarantee everybody that does this for like the first 6 months is going to have okay-ish pace. Pause. How do you feel? No. So even there, it's still bad. Okay, so what's happening with the hip escape? And I've talked about this in the advanced fundamentals. I'm just going to call it the adult class. In the adult class, right now, she can't bear weight. She hasn't built a frame. It's not her fault. It is. Stay where you are. If I push on the shoulder just gently, don't fight it. Don't fight it. Come back. Pause here. I want you to scoot your hip underneath you. Yes. Lay your shoulder forward. Get your foot outside of your hip line. Stay where you are. Put your hand behind your back. And yes. I want more weight in the knee. Yes. Yes. You feel that.
Okay.
Ow. Spawn. Go. Ow.
Wait.
Wait. I like that the beginning of every one of these videos is like 15 minutes and you don't know these. You're doing great. I love you. friend.
Easy.
I know it's not easy. That's why it's a fucking warm-up for the rest of your life. You keep doing it until it's easy. You keep doing it until one day when you trip over something, don't hurt yourself. Hi, everybody on the line. Fantastic work. Okay, so warm-up wise, adding on to the warm-up, I'll call out double hip escape. So the best thing about a warm-up is you have a room full of people. And they start doing the warm-up, because if one person knows how to do the warm-up, the other person goes, I know that. And they just start kind of repeating what that person's doing. And then 3 or 4 more kind of doing something sort of like it. So you don't have me yelling at you the whole time. You're just following the other people and learning as you go, okay? And if you are really bad at it, I will go over there and tap you on the shoulder and go, shh, stop. And I'll fix it, okay? My job, I will try and fix things. Like a mechanic for jiu-jitsu. Never mind. All right. Flinch drill. Stand against the wall, please. Perfect. When we're doing the flinch drill, it's usually up against the wall. The reason we do it on the wall is so that you don't get used to the idea of backing away from somebody for this, okay? So first part of the class, I would like to start with slaps. Because it's way more fun. And yes, ha! So much fun. Okay, I can't see that on the camera, so go ahead and turn with me. Just here. And what? Ah! Yeah, I know, right? Live in fear. Who's that? Oh, I still got you. Okay, we would start off with flinch drill slaps, just for funsies. All right? So no fun for her today. I'll get you to stand over here. We're going to pretend that there's a wall behind Louisa right now. Your job, neutral base. You are not escalating a situation anyway. Your feet are just neutral and your weight's in your toes. The reason we have our weight in our toes is because I want you coming forward forever. You don't need to be on the back step for things all the time. You should always be ready to come in and cover the distance because you need to cover the distance to manage the damage. So from here, one hand's distance, perfect. The weight's in the toes, the hands are up in the middle. When I say the middle, I don't mean too wide, I don't mean too narrow, too far, too close. Why are you touching yourself? Too high. Jiu-jitsu. Too high, too low. Okay? I literally mean the middle. Okay? So just here is fine for now. Now my weight is in my toes. Just as a nervous reflex to play the game with this. Fists are for the center. Palms are for the sides. I need you to open this up a little bit more. Good. That's perfect. From here, I'm going to make a fist to reach for the chin, and she uses the same side hand just to move the energy. I hate saying it. I'm going to find a better word for it. Too many big bitch. Shut up. That's where that name came from. Pause here. From here, I don't want you to do anything else but take it off the center line. Yes, 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 yes. That's all we're looking to do. Now, instead of using a limb, we use our limb as a part of our body to add weight. So heavy lesson. From here, it's not slapping hand, it's her body leaning its weight in. Okay, pause. Make a fist, and I want you to reach for my chin. It's not this, okay? It's this. Do you feel that? Okay, pause, go super slow. It's not my hand pushing. It's my body turning, okay? So you notice my hand right now. If I'm in the middle, and I did this, is it the middle? No. If I did this, my body is doing this, not my limbs. Sooner or later, yes, ninja shit. You can totally be Neo, I don't care. Here, just learn how to use your, yes. Learn how to use your body's weight instead of your strength and speed. 100% really happy with that. Okay, from here, fists for the chin every time, okay? Never reach with an open hand, you can poke them in the eye if they suck. Remember, it's the beginner's class. 9 out of 10 you suck. From here, if I go to touch the stomach, same thing, mostly so I don't jam my fingers. She never drops her hand, it's her elbow. Yes, 100%. Her elbow and her body takes it off the center line. Yes, 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 yes. On the outside, a little bow. On the outside, what we're looking to do is this. This is fine. What I want is this, okay? I want you to lean your weight. So we're here. The hand is going to go past the elbow so it adds weight. adds weight, adds weight. I'm always gonna hit with an open palm, just in case, so I don't pop her in the ear. Open palm, yes. Really good. Good. Yes. Yes. Good. Good. You're doing really good. Yes. You don't have to beat me to it. Take your time with it. Don't have to do anything until you have to do it. Good. Nice and yeah, breathe. You don't have to turn your wrist for this one. What she's doing is blocking the ribs. Okay. So when you're here, this is fine.
Okay.
This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. When I go to touch the ribs, I want you to look at the palm of your hand. Okay. So from here, yes, yes, just the elbow. Yes, 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 yes. Perfect. Perfect. Okay? So you say, you can't pinch me. That's all you're saying. Your weight is in your toes. Your hands are in the middle. Saying no, 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 no. Okay? Flinch drill and scene. Your job is to have that on the line while we're doing this in a classroom. For now, just for the camera, she's off the line. Now, if you were off the line doing this, what I want from you is not necessarily this, but a 4-point base. Okay? So now we can add on a little bit of this. Yeah, we'll have some fun with this one today. I'll have some fun. I don't care how you feel. My job right now, you're going to shape up. Yeah, Kung Fu, Tai Chi, who you fighting? Yes, cool. So when we shape up, what we're looking to do is find a 4-point base. If my feet are neutral side to side, I'm good side to side, but I'm shit back and forth. If I put my leg behind me, fantastic for boxing in Cambridge, fucking useless in a real fight. Your job is to find the middle, okay? Don't step here. Don't step here. Find the spot between those two. Gently bend your knees outwards to find a little bit of balance. Turn your hip bones and keep your hands in the middle, okay? My head should be between my legs, not shifted, not shifted. It'll be shifted for movements and for takedowns and for strikes, okay? Here, clunk, middle. Hands are up. Now we're going to do a little bit of distance management, okay? So come over here, please. Pause. Hold out your left hand. Perfect. I hold out my left hand. The reason we're holding out our left hand is if I step my right leg back, that's the furthest reach out, okay? This is going to be my jab, all right? This is going, she's yawning. Oh, you're in trouble now. I'm going to make you work so hard because you yawned. Your left hand up because your left leg is forward. If I was to do this, how is this a fucking thing? My job is this. Find your base. Finding base. Good. The leg that's forward is the arm that's forward forever and ever and ever. Pause here. This is good distance managed. Okay? This, not quite so. Don't freak out. I can touch her with my leg. So I need 2 arms distance plus a finger.
It's different if you have like really long reach.
Yes, it is very different. So you're going to have to find and engage your distance with your partners. Okay?
Like Connor has super long reach.
Yes. So same thing with Max. Max has those long, gangly ass legs. Like, what's that guy's name from Street Fighter?
Yeah.
Yeah. So sometimes gangly, sometimes short. Everybody has a different distance. Okay? A good gauge for you, shape up again, is always going to be 2 hands and a finger. Okay? 2 hands and a finger is going to get you a little bit of space. If she was Max, that's all I needed. Okay? You don't want to be so far away because I have to travel more to get in. And you don't want to be so close that you're in a dangerous place. You want to be in. All right? So what I mean is this. Hold your hands up. Hold your hands out like this.
Oh.
That was a little far away to do that one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So bring them in. Get them really tight. That was a little far away to do that one, wasn't it? You want to be in the middle. Now, hold your left hand out. It's a little far away for me to cover the distance. I want to be here, okay? And later on in adult class, I want to be slightly offline away from power, okay? So for now, though, you're not fighting the camera. You're fighting that person. So keep them within these lines, okay? Keep them within this distance. And now we can slowly start to practice a reflex drill, okay? If I take a step, she should keep the same distance. Oh, I love you so much. Good work.
What you doing?
Oh, hold out your hand. Oh, okay. And if I take a step back this way, she should keep the same distance. Good. If I take a step back this way, she should keep the same distance. Who are you fighting? Good. Where's your base? Let's fix your base. It's a little bit wide. Good. Turn your hip bones, let your knees go outwards. Start to sink. Good. This is fine. Stay where you are. And test your partner. Pause. I feel like this is bad. Turn your shoulders, turn your hips. I feel like this is good. Nice. Okay. Test your partner's base every once in a while. So we're going to do a distance management drill. Good. Take a step. Good. Oh. Ah. Again. Yes. One step back. Distance. Hold out your hand. Yeah. So this shit needs to be drilled. You need to keep doing this for the rest of your life.
My legs are short.
I don't care about your legs being short. You don't have to do one step. Okay, so that's actually a good question. Not a question, sad statement. My legs are short. They're adorably short. When I step, I have longer legs than her, right? She doesn't have to take one step. You can follow. Keep the distance, okay? Don't worry about stepping once. Hold out your hand. Don't worry about stepping once. Step a couple. Yes, step a couple. Take your time. Stone. Well, shit. Let's fix that. Fix your base. Turn your hips. Good. Good. Okay. So what she was saying is, my legs are short. I can't manage the distance like you can. Yes, you can. My step is that big. Hers are a little short, so it'll be a little bit more. So don't ever feel bad about having to travel to cover the distance. Travel further. Travel more. Okay? Just make sure you get used to the distance with the partner that you're with. And then, God forbid, time, everybody on the line, swap partners. Someone bigger, someone smaller. Learn how to deal with the person you're with and focus on the distance. Okay? So cool. We've done our flinch drill. We've done our water and stone. Now, I'm going to smack you.
Again?
Again.
Alrighty. This is my distance.
Her distance is managed. Good work. Okay, so now we're going to play ball and chain. So we've done our slaps. We've done our flinch drill on the wall. Now we've done a little bit of water and stone. Now from here, I'm going to hit it with fire. Where was your distance? All right, so when you do this, take your belt, if you have one, tie it in half. Tie a little knot in the middle, okay? Then hold your hand in the middle and the end. And we can get a little bit longer as time goes on. Right now, if I'm holding the middle here, when I swing, it hits my butt cheeks, okay? That's what I want. I don't necessarily want to be doing that with my partner right away. So take it easy to start with. Tie it in the middle, hold it in the middle, just this, side to side. Now your partner's gonna stand in front of you in fighting base. Yeah, we revved it up a little bit this time. We're in fighting base, good. Now, where's your distance? I know you are. Perfect. Stay where you are. From here, you're just going to time coming in. Don't overthink it. Cover your face when you come in. Yes. Lovely. Good work. Find your distance again. Good. Again. Perfect. Very good work. Okay? Take your time. Don't freak. Yes. Very good. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? So again, we're in the middle and we're taking our time, nice and slow. And what happens if it hits them? Well, nothing. It's a belt. They're fine. You signed a waiver. Just gonna swing nice and gentle for your partner, okay? Then eventually we can start to make it a little bit faster. Now we're gonna do one more. This time, instead of side to side, we're gonna go like this, like a letter X, and you're gonna pick the side you're coming on. Don't overthink it. You're fine. Nice and slow. Nice and slow. You're okay. Go dance. Very good. This is it's inoculating you to getting hit. Because you're gonna get hit. Okay? I hate to break it to you. I can teach you all the coolest things in the world. But if you're in a fight and you don't get hit, awesome. You're probably gonna get hit. Alright? So you need to get used to the idea of maybe getting hit. Okay? It's not the end of the world. All right. Remember the first time you ever got punched in the nose? All of a sudden, you weren't so scared of getting punched in the nose anymore. Okay. I'm not saying you're going to go and get punched in the nose. I'm just saying, just don't freak out. It's just a balance. You're fine. I'm not gonna punch you in the nose. Take your time. Yes, 100%. Let's do that one more time. Take your time. Take your time. You're fine. Take your time. Yes, it's okay. Yes, very good. Okay. Last thing I want to add on to this, the partner's going to find that fighting base and they're going to step the fuck on camera. From here, I'm going to start walking towards her. Hold out your left hand. If I walk towards you, keep this distance. Yes, yes, yes. That was much better already. Okay. Now, you're going to keep that distance and you're going to time when to come in. Take your time. You're fine. It's not like you're walking off camera. 100%.
I got it.
You did. Again, you can't shut up. All right, 2 hands. Find your base. Your base. Good. Keep your distance. Keep your distance. Keep your distance. Yes. Okay. The adult version.
Oh God.
Come here.
What's the adult version?
You're fine. Find your base. Keep your distance. Keep your distance. Yes. Good. Keep your distance. Keep your distance. Okay. Take your time. Hold out your hand. Test it. Yes. Keep your distance. Keep your distance. Now. Good. Okay. Again. Keep your distance. Keep your distance. Keep your distance. Time.
I was coming in.
Okay. I'm going to start saying water. Water, 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 water. When I say stone, you come in. Yeah, where's your base? Good. Water, 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 stone.
Oh,
That's not bad.
I don't know why
I don't know. You like to drop a level and try and
Yeah.
duck under things because you live. I want you to move that out of the way. Don't overthink it. I'm not going to punch you. You're safe. It is just, it's in the way. It's cobwebs.
Okay.
Hold your hands up. It's just cobwebs. They're in the way. Just cobwebs. Yes. Yes. Don't overthink it. Okay. It's just cobwebs. Keep your distance. Water. 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 Stone. Yes. Yes. Very good. Okay. That's fine. Okay. That's how I want you to practice this. Sooner or later, I'm going to punch you in the face. Come over here, please. Keep your distance. Water. You're safe. I'm just kidding. Water. 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 Stone. But you just keep cobwebs.
Okay.
Just cobwebs. 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 Just cobwebs. Cobwebs. Over here. Stay where you are. With 2 fists. It's just cobwebs. It's just cobwebs. Just getting them out of the way. Don't overthink it. Okay?
Okay.
Water. 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 Stone. Yes! Yes. Good work. Fix your base. It's better than nothing. Okay? It's also better than trying to get away. Okay?
Question just now.
No.
When I came in, I parried with this, but my right leg was backwards.
Yes.
That's wrong, right?
So how should you be coming in? Should it be this? Or should it be this? And base. Touch my face. I should be adding weight. I shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah.
Anything's better than
No,
nothing.
no,
for
I
now.
just mean like I parry. My base was like this, but then I parry.
Lean.
Okay, so I can leave my leg.
Yes,
there.
yes, lean. Lean. Yes.
Okay.
Better. So if I'm here, my weight goes into my right foot. My weight's not going here where there's nothingness. My weight's going into my right foot and adding to my right side. My weight's going to my left foot and adding to my left side.
Okay.
Okay? So it's not nothing. You're here? No. Okay? And you don't have to do that either. Remember? You can dip.
True.
Okay. Yes. Yes. Good. Okay. So Flinch drill. I'm happy, I guess, if I have to. Eventually, hopefully, we will have you guys, 4 stripes deep, not worried about someone reaching for your face because they're not really going to eat. And sooner or later, we can build up to the idea of wearing some gloves. And I'm not talking about everyday gloves. Nice 7 ounces. Okay? 7 ounces. Oh, slightly annoying. That's good for you, okay? It's good for you over time to inoculate yourself to these kind of things.
I should do it.
You really want me to put on gloves?
No. I don't want to put on those.
I know you do. All right, so the last club that she was at, she would have multiple partners that would put on gloves and try to punch her in the face. She loves it. She's so violent. She's one of the most violent people.
That's not true. I usually put on the gloves and try to punch.
Yeah, Max. Okay, so everybody on the line. Fantastic. Now today, our Flinch drill was kind of accompanied by a water and stone drill. So distance management is the most important thing in jiu-jitsu because you don't get to slap hands, bump fists, and butt scoot towards each other in a street fight. You should know how to not get knocked the fuck out. Kind of important. Now the clinch is where we're looking to take the person to the ground. Okay, I'm not hugging them because I don't want to fight. I'm going to hug them so I don't have to be in a fight, and if I do, I can be on top. Cheating. All right. Now, worst case scenario, I manage to cover the distance, manage the damage, I get into the clinch, and I execute a beautiful takedown. Okay? I don't care what you do. Whatever takedown works for you. But hopefully you ended up in the mount. All right. Let's say the reason they got hit towards the camera, please. A little bit further out now. You got space. Pause here and watch your head this way. Okay, so let's say I did a really good takedown, but I didn't pay attention during mount maintenance class, and she pushes me off. Boom, I fall off. Sit up straight and punch my face. Shh. Now she's got distance on her side. She's got weight, she's got leverage, she's got gravity. If she hits me in the face, not only does she hit my face, I hit the ground as well. Okay, so what I want from you guys, every time that we start these classes, back please. Anytime that you feel like you're losing mount, cover the distance to manage the damage right away. When your partner starts to roll you off, hug the neck, trap them in, okay? Cross your legs around the waist, ankles are crossed, and you're pulling your heels in, pulling your knees to you. You're not pinching your legs and pushing away. You're actually bringing them to you and managing the distance to manage the damage. I'm hugging onto the back of the neck. My hand is on the scapula, my elbows are pinched in, okay? So now from here, just as a quick review, if she was to push off her hands into her butt, I'm sticky. Come back, please. If she was to do the same thing, I don't let that happen, okay? Boom, headbutt. I want to stay sticky for this, okay? So my partner's going to stick a push. Yes, perfect. Come back down. 100%. Okay. So from here today, we're going to deal with, instead of a partner pushing off the ground, they push off us. Okay. So my partner's going to put two hands on my chest. Perfect. And she's going to start to push. When she pushes, I have the arms. Okay. She's giving me an arm lock. Let's go back a step, please. Your partner's going to put two hands on the chest. As they push, go ahead and push. 1, 2, 3. Arm lock. No butter. Okay? Your partner is going to push off of your chest, and they're going to stay solid for you to practice a move. I want you to start to push pause. I'm going to hug the neck. This hand is going to come underneath the leg, and we'll talk about how we shift at the end. Your partner can be super solid like a table, so you can practice. You shift, and now from here, you're throwing your leg over. Legs together. And we're going to talk about base in a second. From here, my knees are going away from me, and my hips are lifting. Okay, we're going to do that with an angle now. Do you want to tie your hair up? Yeah. Okay. Time. Take a little break. For this one, I'd like you to stay a bit lower. Don't extend your arms too much just yet. We'll talk about that in a second. Okay?
Am I sitting on my butt?
No, you don't have to. I just want you to be solid. Don't fall. I know. You're doing really good. Pause here. Come back. Okay, start to push off my chest. Mean it. See how your arms aren't straight?
Yeah.
Okay. Holding onto the back of the neck is going to hinder the straightness of the arms. And that's a good one if you don't have the flexibility or psoas muscles. Okay? So what you're doing, you're hugging the neck, continue to push. Pause here. I'm going to come under the leg and I shift the hips. Now from here, this leg needs to come high and this leg needs to come over. Okay? So what's happening is this. I'm not going to put my foot on them to do it. I'm going to lift my hips up and close my legs, okay? So what's important about this is that my knees are pinching together. I don't want a lot of space for them to pull the arm out. We're going to talk about what happens when the arm gets pulled out as well in a second. Okay? So again, start with your partner, 2 hands on the chest, they start to push. Hug the neck. Now from here, I'm going to shift the hip and I'm gonna come underneath the leg like an anchor, okay? So what's happening is this. Do me a favor, sit up straight and push your hip bones forward and be strong. If I need to shift my hip, just like we were doing in the sweeps, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use them, okay? Yes. Yes. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm biting the back to shift the hip. If I just straighten my legs and push, all this space happens. I don't want space. I want to stay tight. So I'm biting my heel into the butt, straightening this leg. And now from here, I can start to push this leg down to come up underneath. You feel that? Okay, good. So again, I'm here in a straight line. Solid. Perfect. Pause. From here, I bite the back. The side that I bite the back is going to be the hand that comes under. I straighten my leg. This one's pulling, this one's pushing. When I start to push this leg to the ground, it's helping me shift my body and come underneath the leg to anchor myself to them. Okay? Good. Come back, please. So your partner's going to start closed guard. 2 hands on the chest and start to push. Pause. I'm not going to let them push too hard. I'm going to keep them struggling, okay? From here, I bite the back, I shift the hip, I hug the leg. Now from here, the hand that's on the neck is going to push the head away. That's going to give you the space to throw this leg over the top. Now, most common mistake that I see here, there's 2. 1, I don't want my knee close to my face. 2, I don't want my knees apart. I want my knees to pinch, and I want my knees lifting and pushing. You see that space right there? That's what I want, okay? Now from here, 2 hands on the wrist, lift the hips, pop, okay? You wanna do it to me? Okay. Now, a safety tip for this, if someone starts to add weight to you, let go, okay? I'll show you a million cool ways to deal with that later. Specifically, I'm gonna show you how to do an unlock in 1 step. Okay, not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sooner or later, I would like you to do 1. Okay, 1 shot, 1 kill unlock. But for now, to understand unlocks, it's going to be like a dance move, step by step by step. And the first and most important thing for everything that I teach is about you staying safe. Okay, so what was number 1? Don't let them punch you. Okay, so when I start to push away, don't let them crush your spine. Don't huddle up in a little ball and just bear all that weight just because you have an arm bar. I want you to try and keep your spine straight for this. That means if I push my knees away and I lift my hips, my spine should be straight. Okay? I want you to scoot back this way, please. A little bit more. Pause, bro. Okay, so from here, we're just going to do a dance move. I'm going to start to push, and from here, I want you, for the sake of argument, let's swap hands. So hold on to the neck, yes, and I want you to bite the back, shift the hip. The other way. Now I want you to come underneath the leg. Yes, get to here. Okay. Now I want you to use your left hand just to push my head away. Good. Now I want you to throw your left leg over my head. Yes. And I want you to bring this leg up high. See how your knees are closer together?
Yeah.
Now I want you to push your knees away and pull your heels to you. Pause here. If your knees are pinched and your heels are pulled in, and your knees are pushed away, you feel this.
Yeah.
Now gently pull. Tap. Okay, so remember in the arm lock class, pinch the knees, pull the heels. Okay, so do me a favor. If the knees are past the hips, she's getting crushed. Okay, she's in a little ball and the spine's curving. Okay, so from here, I want you to extend your legs and lift your hips. Is your spine straight?
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so what I want from you is your spine straight. Your knees should be pushed past your hips and your heels should be pinching and pulling in. I don't want you to cross your ankles for this. I want you to just relax, pull your heels to you and push your knees away. Let's do the dance move one more time. Slow motion. I push, you shift and go underneath the leg. Very good. I want you to push. I want you to throw your hips up. Good. Yes. Pause here. Push your knees away. Pull your heels to you. 2 hands. Tap.
I can't walk back.
Yeah, you can, but then my arm is free. You
Um,
don't have to walk back. We're going to talk about what happens after. and what happens in. Don't be sorry. So there's a good metaphor for it, but I don't know the name of it. It's like plaster. So you know if you lift a big sheet of plaster, it'll break eventually. So it's really thin. You lift and lift and lift, it breaks. But if you lift on an angle, you can slide it across the floor. It just goes. All right, it's a great metaphor, but it makes no sense unless you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so it's a pretty shit metaphor. What I want from you is a straight spine, and if I start to push, let that spine do the talking. Okay, let it stay straight. You don't have to do anything. Okay, and eventually, the more I try and sit up, the more I end up rolling over my shoulder. You should be doing your warm up, rolling over your shoulder with me. Okay, let's do that one more time.
Start with your partner in closed door. They're going to have their knees pinched and pulling in. They're going to be holding on. And yes, action, yes, punch block. So hand on the back of the neck, hand on the tricep. Good. My hands come in, and now from here, I'm pushing off of my hands on the chest. I've created a space for her to do this move. Good. Now, you need to shift. So push my head down and away. Yes. Throw the leg over. Bring this leg up. Pause, come back. If this leg stays low, there's a lot of space. She needs to close that door. So there's no space. She needs to lift those hips. She needs to push the knees away and pull the heels to her. Tap. That's what I want from this. Okay? That's very good. Okay, so what if? It's my job. Start with your partner in the closed door. Also, you can start to make this like a bit of a movement drill. You should be soft. Soft. Pause. Soft. You can be able to do this drill from side to side. And sooner or later, throwing it on, and practicing this motion, okay? And we do that in a bit of an advanced class. Right now, we should just be dealing with a partner who's pretty low down. Pause, relax, yes. Now I don't have to shoot my hips up so far, do I? Okay, so the first variation, you can start with your partner with their elbows low. You can still do the motion, okay? And if the head's in the way, push it out of the way. So we're gonna be doing a low variation when we do this. If my partner was to straighten her arms out right now, I don't need that. I need distance. No, we will. So when you practice this with your partner, come back to the start. Put your hands on my chest. Keep your elbows on me. Yes, and push up. Pause here. This is enough to practice, okay? Hug the neck, bite the back, hug the leg, shift. Perfect. Now, notice this. This was incorrect, okay? One, I'm getting stacked. Two, there's a lot of space. Pull your arm out. The other arm, let's get it attacked. Pull that arm out. There's no arm bar anymore. Pull that arm out.
Oh, fuck.
We're going to transition to a triangle now. Okay, so come back. Your partner is going to start same position, two hands on the chest. They're going to start to push. You're going to hug the neck, bite the back, shift the hip. Now from here, when you push the head away and throw the leg over, maybe your knees didn't pinch in time, slow motion. Your partner starts to pull their arm out. There's no reason this has to be the end. So what I want you to do is I want you to transition that top leg around the corner. And now we're in the triangle. Okay? We talked about the triangle in previous classes, and we will talk about the triangle again forever and ever and ever. We will redo this class so many times. Let's do that one more time. Start with your partner in the closed guard. From here, when they start to push, hug the back of the neck. Now from here, most common mistake is to let go and deal with this later. I need to be weighing her down. Start to push. Yes. Good. Pushing it. Yes. Perfect. From here, I'm biting the back. I am shifting the hip. I am hugging down here on the thigh like an anchor. Okay? Now from here, I'm going to push the head down and away. When I do that, my leg is collecting the arm. Now when I get to here, everything's good to go. But what if I miss? Perfect. Pause. I'm going to recoup my losses. My top leg is just going to come right back to where it started. Perfect. Now from here, some of you might remember from previous classes, we need to lift and shift. When we lift and shift, what that's doing is cutting off the carotid artery. If I cross my ankles right now, what's your name? If I lift and shift, what's your name? Okay. If I cross my ankles in a straight line on them, there's too much space.
So what I want to do is I want to put my foot on them, lift and shift, close that gap, lock it in. Now from here, I do not need the arm across for a good triangle. I need an angle. And when I do the triangle, my job is to pinch my knees and pull them to me. That's a good triangle.
Woo.
Here we go. Marvelous here. Okay, start with your partner on the closed guard. You're gonna put 2 hands on the chest. Don't push yourself up too high and don't strangle them. That's next. When I'm here, when I start to push, she's going to
I forgot.
hug the neck, shift the hip. Yes. From here, throw the leg over. Pause, perfect. Throw your leg back where it was. Try it. Yes. Now, put your foot on the, yes, put your foot on the hip. Take your time. Walk.
Teacher.
It's a good teacher. Yeah, I'll hear about it later. You're a good teacher, but you're a bit of a dick today. She's trying. Oh dear. I start to push. She's going to, yes, yes, yes. No, I saw UFC. Never gonna happen. Shit. Ow. That was really good. I normally don't say that was really good. You mean it? Stars. Stars. Okay, that was very good. So now you have done an arm lock from guard, and you've done a triangle transition from that arm lock. Now, there's a couple of things that can happen when someone's in the guard and pushing their hands on you. Okay? Well, what I want to focus on is if they push, and straighten out, there's a couple of different things that you need to understand. I'm gonna wait.
I'm sorry.
Good fucking.
I can wait.
Coffee break. Okay. We can all wait. Use my time wisely. Mm-hmm. So now I want you to lay down here. Head towards the camera, switch, do pause. From here, if my hands hit the chest, this is enough for an arm lock. My arms are pushed away from my body. Now, if I did this and I pushed away, is there a point of doing that? All those steps? No, I'm going to show you later in the adult class how to do a one shot one kill arm lock, blah, blah, blah. But for now, what about now? What about now? These are things that need to be dealt with, okay? If I'm here, how's my distance? Get more.
Get more?
Get more distance. Yes, 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 100%, okay? For now, if someone straightens out their arms and they back away from you, cool, that's all right. We can use that against them later. You don't kick them in the face right now, okay? But for now, if I'm straightening out my arms and they start to push into you, I'm adding weight, okay? So there's two things depending on time. Right now, I could be pushing the chest down or I could be strangling. Okay, I could be strangling. Someone could be strangling. Yes, very good. Okay, fine. I want you to strangle me. Okay. So start with your partner from the closed guard. Pause. 2 hands hit the chest. Now, instead of the chest, she starts to pause. Okay. 2 hands. Pause here. First thing first, anytime someone's touching your neck, you need to take your neck away. So you're going to tense your neck and shrug your shoulders. There's not much to hold on to, okay? Now, you need to be aware of strikes, don't I? And headbutts, okay? So pause here. Very first thing, all that weight is in my neck. So much stuff that I can't talk. But if I start to tense my neck, you can hear me be able to talk a little bit better. Put more weight into it. You can hear me talk a little bit better. Now, if I start to extend my legs away, you can hear me talk. Okay, I'm taking the weight off of me. So I'm not pulling them in, going, no. My job is to take the weight off of me. So I'm going to protect myself. Oh, thank God. I'm going to protect myself by tensing my neck. Show them on the camera, please. Yes, and I want you to shrug your shoulders to your ears and hide your neck. Yes, good. Come back, please. So protect yourself. Now from here, my hands are up. So if I was here, headbutt, shit, headbutt, good, I hope it hurt you, okay? So your hands are a bit of a buffer. So you're not pushing the face, or you're not gouging the eyes, you're not, don't hurt me. My hands are here just in case. What I'm gonna do is I start to extend my legs away, and I want these arms to be mine. So I'm pinching and holding on tight. I need you to really strangle me. Really strangle me, really strangle me, really strangle me, really strangle me, really strangle me. Pause. It's my body expanding that's taking that weight off of the hands that are on me. Okay? So I'm holding the elbows. I'm not holding the wrists. My hands are here and they're gonna cross over and they start to pull the elbows in on each other. Okay? Now, I've created enough space to put my feet on the hips. I start to push away and I keep holding onto the arms. I'm letting myself slide up the arms. I'm not holding the elbows anymore. I'm holding the wrists. Now, from here, I push myself away more than enough to cross my ankles over their shoulders. If I gently pinch my knees, I'll get a tap. If I gently lift my knees, I'll get a tap. So I'm gonna do both. Okay, it's a double arm bar. Okay, so what I want from you on this as a dance move, start with your partner, 2 hands on the throat, pause here. We were here, okay? Your job is this: tense the neck, hide the neck, extend the legs, take some weight off of you. Wrap the arms, feet to the hips, and continue to push yourself away until you're down on the wrists. Lock your ankles over their shoulders. Common mistake I see is this: trying to lock up here. Is there any pain?
No.
No. Is there any pain?
Yeah.
Yes. Pop. Okay? You're gonna do it to me. So again, with your partner, you do not have to start by strangling them to death. Just put your hands around the neck so that they understand the feeling. Okay? So again, start from stage 1. They're hugging you in. Your hands come in, and I'm going to start to wrap 2 hands around the neck and add a little bit of weight. Yes, good. Now from here, don't let me headbutt. You should put your hands. Yes, good. That's fine. Pause and relax. You're okay. I want you to start to pull your elbows down. Yes, yes. I want you to start to push yourself away by straightening out your legs. Just straighten out your legs. Yes, because you might not be a short leg person.
Yeah.
Yes, now put your feet on the hips. Push yourself away more. Pinch your elbows in. Don't let me pull my hands out. Good. Throw your leg over my shoulder. Throw your leg over my shoulder. Now from here, gently pinch your knees and lift your hips. Tap. Good. Okay. What's happened is she's created a lot of space and she's able to change the angle and break both of my arms at once. Worst case scenario, I pull an arm out, she's got so much distance that I don't get to pop her in the face. We're still doing punch block, okay? Let's change angles. So like this way. Arms here. Good. 2 hands on the neck. I start to add a bit of weight. I'm not gonna go too crazy on this. She tenses her neck. She's gonna tuck her chin, roll her shoulders. From here, her hands come up like she wants to hit me in the head with 2 hands. You're okay, reach for my face. Perfect. Relax. Here, just in line with my elbows is fine, okay? Now there's a bit of a buffer. That's not bad, okay. Now there's a bit of a buffer. That's not bad, good, okay. From here, start to pinch your elbows downwards. Yes. Now start to straighten out your legs. Yes, you feel that. Now wrap up my elbows tight with your hands. Yes, put your feet on my hips and start to push away. Can you talk for the camera?
Yes.
Very good. Wrap over my shoulders with your legs. Yes. Yes. She gets this because I don't want to tap. The reason you get this is because they're still trying to kill you. Okay? Not because they go away. If they go away, you don't have to do it. Come back, please. What you do with me? Guard. 2 hands wrapped around my neck. Perfect. Now, what I was telling her before, here, that's not going to help me with shit. It's too close. Here, Krav Maga. Okay? Right here is the middle. Okay? Headbutt. Maybe I'll fucking hit you. Okay? Now, my job is to take the weight off of my neck. And that's my legs and my elbows adding weight. So I'm not doing this. Not a thing. Mean it. Mean it. Mean it. Mean it. Mean it. Okay. I'm going to do this with Sam later. I'll do this with Andrew on top of Sam. Okay? It's not because she's so little. It's because Leverage and angles, say fuck you all the time. Now from here, to walk on my shoulders, feet on the hips. And these are mine now. I mean it. I want these. Pull an arm out. Mean it. She means it too. Touch my face. Good. I've created the distance to manage the damage properly. Okay? Continue to touch my face. Fine. Okay? So your job is not necessarily the cool move. Your job is to not die. They're strangling you. Take the weight off your neck. Tense your neck. Hide your neck. Take the weight off of it and take what they leave behind. They don't leave anything behind. Be safe. Okay? Create a little bit more distance, and we can talk about that in, I believe it was class 7, maybe? Punch block. And we will repeat these classes forever and ever and ever. I don't care if you're a black belt. Please come in. Do the class over and over and over. And we can make it more advanced as we go. Now, we have time. I actually really love doing the over the head sweep with this as well. Okay? So just because we have a little bit of extra time, this is not normally what I teach in the fundamentals. Bonus. What we're going to do is we're going to throw our partner over their head. Okay? And great. Play a game with your partner first. Okay? Eventually you're going to be doing your warm-up. You're going to be forward roll, break fall, standing base. Okay? So start with your partner. They're going to put 2 hands on your chest. And I want them to put all the weight in those hands. More. Yes. Pause here. I'm going to put a foot on her hip and a foot on her hip. All that weight is just on top of me. So I'm going to relax. My back is flat. I'm going to hold the shoulders. She's not going to do anything. I'm just going to extend my legs. And we're going to balance. You have them in a beautiful predicament where they have no fucking base, and you can do whatever you want.
Oh,
So we could go over the shoulder. We could go far away. We could end in an arm lock. We could do a flying omoplata. We could do a lot of fucking things. We could do a lot of fucking things right now.
That's a yoga.
Tuck your chin. Get ready to roll over your right shoulder. Okay, we're going to practice that a couple of times with our partner. Do me a favor, stand up right here. Tuck your chin, roll over your right shoulder. It's the exact same motion. Come back into my guard. Put 2 hips on my feet.
2 hips?
Yes, 2 hips on my feet. Pause here. I'm going to hold her shoulders. She's going to tuck her chin. She's going to roll over her shoulder. And I'm going to do the same thing. And I'm going to roll it with her. Okay? So we're going to practice that a couple of times before we start doing the move. One more time. Your partner should be comfortable standing in front of you. 2 feet on the hips. Reach the hands to you. Pause here. My job is to hold the shoulders down. You're going to tuck your chin, and I'm going to tuck my chin. I'm going to look down the neck, and I'm going to come up with her into the mouth. Again. Do this a few times until your partner isn't freaking out. Do this a few times until your partner is a little bit more comfortable with it. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, okay, okay. We're going to be a little bit more forceful for the next one. You're going to make them do this time. Okay? So whether you like it or not, hands. Good. Whether you like it or not, I want you to tuck your chin for just for the sake of argument. Yes, yes. You okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Do it a few times. Okay? Especially if you have a brand new partner. That's why I never teach this in the fundamentals. Because some people forward roll, break fall, standing in base. Okay. Now, why this works. Go back into the guard. No worries for a minute. The reason we do this, remember, we were here. They put 2 hands on the chest and they started to push. Maybe she decided to strangle me. Yes, and maybe that weight's really high up. Now from here, it's kind of hard to push them away, isn't it?
Yeah.
I can't lift my hips and trap the arms like I did before. Yes, I can. I can definitely change this situation. I'm back. Okay, so this time, double arm bar. So push your butt back and strangle me. Yes, this is sit still. But if I start to wrap the arms, and I start to extend my legs, that creates enough space, okay? Oh, she doesn't like that. So she puts all of her weight back into her hands and she leans it. More, yes. Now from here, I can straighten my legs and create some space. My feet find the hips, and I'm still doing the exact same move. Okay, this time, stand up. So she's strangling, and maybe I get my hands here, maybe. She means it. My feet come to the hips. Now that creates the space for me. Now, if her weight is back, I'm not taking her this way. I'm taking her this way. Touch my face. Ah, mean it. Well, shit. Oh, now we mean it. Boom. Over the top. Okay. One time, different angle, 2 minutes left. Come back. To practice with your partner, they're going to start from the closed guard. They're going to put 2 hands and wrap them around your neck. Now I want their shoulders in line with their wrists. Yes. Now from here, I'm holding on. My feet find the hips, okay? My toes are out, my heels are in. From here, I have the ability to bring her forward, okay? When I bring her forward, I'm gonna flare my knees and lift her over my head and pause. The other pause. Pause. And now from here, we're both gonna roll over our shoulders. One last time. And this time instead, I'm just gonna arm bar this.
No.
From here, yes.
Oh God.
Your partner flops, you get submissions. If they roll over, you get them out. Either way, you win. Okay? How do you feel, baby?
Okay.
Never doing advanced class again. Sorry. I got excited.
It was fun.
It was fun.